Assalamu alaikum viewers. In this video I am going to show how to use these 40 keyboard shortcuts. Everyone should know these shortcuts to work faster on Microsoft Excel. So let's get started. At first we will see Ctrl+C. Ctrl+C is to copy a selection. If I select a cell here and I hold Ctrl and C together, that means I copy this selection. And if I select a cell here and I press Ctrl+V together, I paste the selection. That means Ctrl+C is to copy the selection and Ctrl+V is to paste the selection. Alright, now let's go back to previous position. Just undo this. Okay, and now Ctrl+X. Ctrl+X is to cut a selection. If I select a cell here and press Ctrl+X together, that means I cut this selection, and I select a cell here and press Ctrl and V together, that means I paste here. Ctrl+X is to cut the selection and Ctrl+V is to paste the selection. Alright, now CtrlZ and CtrlY. CtrlZ is to undo the action we make and CtrlY is to redo the action we make. For example, I have copy and paste the selection here, but now I realize that I have made a mistake, so I want to go back to previous position. So I press Ctrl and Z together, so I go back to previous position. And now if I press Ctrl and Y together, I will reverse the undo again. Ctrl and Y, so I reverse the undo again. Alright, so let's undo this again. Okay, now Ctrl+S. Ctrl+S is to save an Excel file or workbook. Usually when we want to save a workbook, we go to File tab, and from here we can save our file. But if we press Ctrl+S together, we can save our file in a shortcut way. Let's say I have saved my file already, and now I have made a little changes, and I press Ctrl+S together. This file will be saved, replacing the previous one. So Ctrl+S lets us save our workbook. Alright, now Ctrl+F. Ctrl+F open find and replace dialog box. Here find tab is selected. If we want to find any data in our workbook, we can write here and we can click here. Alright, now Ctrl+Ace. Ctrl+Ace also opens the same dialog box, but here replace tab is selected. If we want to replace any data, we can replace it from here. Okay, now Ctrl+R. If I select a cell here and press Ctrl+R, this left cell will be copied and pasted here. Press Ctrl and R, this cell is copied and pasted here. And now Ctrl+D. If I select a cell here and press Ctrl and D together, the cell above will be copied and pasted here. Press Ctrl+D and this cell above is copied and pasted here. So you understand Ctrl+R and Ctrl+D. Alright, let's undo this. Okay, and now Ctrl+Shift+L. Ctrl+Shift+L is a toggle key for auto filter. If I press Ctrl, Shift and L together, it will turn on the auto filter. Okay, now we can work in our filter. Alright, and to get out of this filter, we have to press Ctrl, Shift and L again. Alright, and now Ctrl+T or Ctrl+L. Ctrl+T or Ctrl+L will create table. If I press Ctrl+T, the create table dialog box will open, and if I click on OK, our data will turn into table. Here we can see the design. If we want, we can change the design here, any design we want. Okay, in case we want to go back to normal range, just click here and press yes, so our data will turn into normal range. Alright, now Ctrl and space. Ctrl+space will select an entire column. If I select any cell and press Ctrl+space, the entire column will be selected or highlighted, and Shift+space will select entire row. If I press Shift+space, the entire row will be highlighted. Alright, now Ctrl+A. If I select any cell in my data table and I press Ctrl plus A, whole data set will be selected. But if I select a cell outside my data and press Ctrl plus A, the whole worksheet will be selected. Alright, now let's talk about Shift plus F11. Shift plus F11 will create a new worksheet. Usually we create new worksheet by clicking on this plus icon, but if we press Shift plus F11 together, we will create a new worksheet here. Press Shift plus F11 and we get a new worksheet here. Right here, new worksheet. Okay, now let's go back to sheet 1. And now Ctrl plus page up and Ctrl plus page down. If we press Ctrl plus page up, it will take us to previous worksheet. Press Ctrl plus page up and we are on this worksheet. And if we press Ctrl plus page down, we will be on this worksheet. Alright, now Alt plus Enter. Alt plus Enter is for creating new lines in a cell. For example, if we select a cell and press Enter, the selection goes down. Press Enter, selection goes down. But if we select a cell here and go to Edit mode and press Alt plus Enter together, we can make a new line here. Right here, anything, and we can edit this. And we can color it. Alright, so we can create a new line inside a cell if we press Alt plus Enter. Alright, now Control P. If I press Control and P, it will take me to the print mode. Here I can select print options and I can print my document. Alright, now Control plus plus sign and Control plus minus sign. Control and plus sign inserts new columns, rows or cells. If I select a cell here and press Ctrl and plus together, the insert dialog box will open, and from here I can insert rows, columns or cells. Okay, and if I select a column here and press Ctrl and plus together, a new column will be inserted. Alright, Ctrl Z. Likewise, if I select any row here and I press Ctrl and plus together, a new row will be inserted above. Alright, and now Ctrl plus minus sign. Ctrl plus minus sign will delete cells, columns and rows. If I press Ctrl and minus together, the delete dialog box will open. From here I can delete rows, columns or cells. Alright, and if I select a column and press Ctrl and minus, this column will be deleted. And if I select a row and press Ctrl and minus, these rows will be deleted. Alright, now Ctrl plus 0. Ctrl plus 0 is for hiding columns, and Ctrl plus Shift plus 0 to unhide the columns. If I select a column here and press Ctrl and 0 together, this column will be hidden. Okay, and if I press Ctrl and Shift and 0 together, the column will be visible again. Likewise, Ctrl plus 9 to hide rows and Ctrl plus Shift plus 9 to unhide the rows. If I select a row here and press Ctrl and 9 together, this row will be hidden. And if I press Ctrl plus Shift plus 9 together, the row will be visible again. Alright, now Ctrl plus 1. Press Ctrl plus 1 and go to format mode. Here I can format my selected cell. Alright, okay, now Ctrl N. Ctrl plus N creates new workbook. Usually we create new workbook from file and then click on new, but if we press Ctrl and N together, we can create a new workbook. Press Ctrl and N, the new workbook is created. We can write here new workbook. Alright, now let's go back to our previous workbook. Okay, now this is CtrlO. CtrlO is the shortcut key to open existing workbook. If I press Ctrl and O, the open option will come, and here we can see our existing workbook in our system. If you click any of them, the file will open. Alright, now Ctrl plus Tab. Ctrl plus Tab is to switch between workbooks. If I press Ctrl plus Tab, it will take me to the new workbook I have just created, and if I press Ctrl plus Shift plus Tab, it will take me back to this current workbook. Okay, let's see. Press Ctrl plus Tab and I'm here on the new workbook. Okay, and if I press Ctrl plus Shift plus Tab, it will take me to the previous workbook. Okay, press Ctrl plus Shift plus Tab and I'm here on the current workbook again. Alright, now Ctrl plus right arrow key. If I select a cell in the data table and press Ctrl plus right arrow key, the selection will go to the last cell of the row in the data table, and press Ctrl plus left arrow, the selection will go to the first cell of the row. But if I select a cell in the blank worksheet and press Ctrl plus right arrow key, the selection will go to the last cell of the row on the spreadsheet, and if I press Ctrl plus left arrow key, the selection will go to the first cell of the row. Likewise, if I press Ctrl plus up arrow key, the selection will go to the top cell of the spreadsheet, and if I press Ctrl plus down arrow key, the selection will go to the bottom cells of the worksheet. Okay, now Home. If I select a cell here and press Home key from keyboard, the selection will go to the beginning of the row, and if I press Ctrl plus Home, the selection will go to the first cell of the worksheet. Press Ctrl plus Home, the selection goes to the first cell of the worksheet, and if I press Ctrl plus End, the selection will come to the last cell of the data table. Press Ctrl plus End and the selection is here at the end of the data table. Okay, now F2. If we want to edit data in a cell, we can double click on that cell and edit data here. Okay, but F2 is the shortcut key for editing the active cell. If we press F2 here, we can go to the editing mode. Okay, now we can edit data. Shift plus F2 for inserting or editing comments. If I press Shift plus F2 here, I can insert comment here. Okay, and Shift plus F10 and M to delete the comment. If I select the cell again and press Shift plus F10 together and then I press M, that means I deleted the comment. Shift plus F10 comma M means at first we have to press Shift plus F10 together, then release, then M. Okay, Control plus Shift plus Tilt. If we select a cell here and insert data 5000, by default this cell is in general format. We can see here general format, but if we press Ctrl plus Shift plus exclamation sign, this cell will be in number format. We can see the number format here, and Ctrl plus Shift plus @ will apply the time format, and Ctrl plus Shift plus $sign will apply the currency format. And if we want to go back to general format, we press Ctrl plus Shift plus Tilt, so we come back to general format here. Okay, that's it for today, friends. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.